This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
You're watching NDTV Hindu. This is Campaign and Coffee in Chennai with me, Cuckoo Alex. Over the past few weeks, our news team of live wire reporters fanned out into the dusty roads and bylanes across the city, covering poll campaigns of every political party and contestant in the poll fray, focusing on local issues, not just the issues, but also the solutions and promises. Promises kept, promises made, promises ignored. In this one-hour show, you, the voter, will get a ringside view of battleground Chennai. Let's start with the northernmost constituency. Our reporter Lok Priya visited Dr. R.K. Nagar, and there it's going to be a showdown between two former colleagues. Take a look.
Like the earthy cinema we have been treated to in Kollywood recently, there is no glamour attached to the R.K. Nagar constituency, touted as a star seat. Narrow roads, heavy traffic, air and noise pollution, dismal quality of drinking water supply and unsanitary living conditions. This is the stark reality for most of the 150,000 voters who will throng the 218 poll booths on April 13th.
சுத்தமான காற்று சுவாசிக்கிறதுக்கு இங்கே கிடையவே கிடையாது. அந்த அளவுக்கு சுத்தமும் கிடையாது இந்த இடத்துல. குடிநீரும் கிடையாது, கழிவுநீர் போகிறதுக்கு இடம் கிடையாது. குடிநீர் இல்லாத இடத்துல சுகாதாரத்தை பற்றி சொல்கிறதுக்கு இடம் கிடையாது.
தண்ணிக்கு கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது, சுத்தம் இல்லை, ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படுறோம். நோய் நொடி வருது, பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு பார்க்கறதுக்கு எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது.
Several residents feel theirs is a forgotten backyard, while flyovers have sprung up across the rest of the city. What you see behind me is the Korukupet Overbridge project, a project that was started in the year 2009. When completed, this particular project will help connecting Korukupet to Basin Bridge, thus decongesting the lanes of Korukupet. Early completion of this particular project is a long pending demands of the residents in and around Korukupet area.
இது நிறைய நாளாக இது ஓடிட்டு இருக்குது. ஆக்சுவலி இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி 1.5 years தான் இருக்கணும்னு சொன்னது வந்து இட் 2 வருஷமா ஆச்சு, இன்னும் இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் கம்ப்ளீட் ஆகல இது வரைக்கும்.
Although shorn of glamour of say Thiruvanmiyur, R.K. Nagar in North Chennai is the backbone of the city and is dominated by daily wages and hard-working slum dwellers. Residents of HL Nagar, which houses the tsunami-affected families, complain about the poor quality of the buildings that were constructed for them.
இப்படியே ஆணி அடிச்சு அந்த சைடு வந்து உழுவும், அப்படி இருக்கு வீடு. சுண்ணாம்பா தான் இருக்கு, மண்ணாக தான் கொட்டுது, எதனா ஒன்றா மண்ணாக தான் கொட்டுது. இது ரொம்ப வீடு ரொம்ப டேமேஜ்.
Local issues apart, the candidates in the fray were with the same party until January, when sitting MLA Shekhar Babu switched over to the DMK camp. He is up against AIDMK heavyweight Vetrivel, who is the treasurer of the North Chennai unit of the party. Pitted against his former colleague P. Vetrivel is PK Shekhar Babu, the area strongman, both well known to the voters. Dr. Radhakrishnan Nagar Assembly constituency is all set to witness an interesting tussle between these two former colleagues. Perhaps a neck-to-neck battle. Will PK Shekhar Babu pull off a hat-trick? In Chennai, Lok Priya, NDTV Hindu.
Many consider the northern part of the city as a stepsister, and the residents of Perambur share that feeling.
With delimitation of constituencies and the redrawing of crucial electoral pockets, North Chennai, especially Perambur, has seen an almost feverish pace of political action. But take away the poll excitement and issues confronting the locals are only too familiar.
And every year we have a sewage blockage as and when there is heavy floods so most of the time during the rainy season we have the sewage backflow and the water doesn't run off to the storm waters. So the development is also not happening because of the road widening and all. They are the main thing. Infrastructure should come in first place for any development.
வேலை செய்து வர சிப்பந்திகள் வேலைக்காரங்க காசு கொடுத்தா வேலை நடக்கும் சீக்கிரமாக. ஈபியில் இருந்து கார்பரேஷனில் இருந்து அந்த மாதிரி தான் நடந்துருக்கு.
But the contestants simply brush aside such criticisms with well-rehearsed retorts.
Still there are the issues. Of course, there are issues. Even in constituency where Chief Minister is there in Chepak, there are issues. Like that, issues are there. But if that criticism is valid even to Chief Minister's constituency, I can say.
However, the big X factor that poll analysts are citing in this constituency is bringing Kodungayur under the Perambur seat for electoral purposes. The garbage dumping yard at Kodungayur has raised enough stink.
வந்து அசுத்தமான இதெல்லாம் கொளுத்திட்டு இருக்கிற சுவாசம் முடியாமல் இருக்கு. சுற்று வட்டாரமெல்லாம் வந்து ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படுது.
மருந்து வந்து இங்கே அடிக்குது, வீட்டு வாசலுக்கு அடிக்கலாம். அதை விட்டு குப்பை மூட்டில் இவங்க அடிக்கிறாங்க. இது அடிக்கிறதுனால அங்கே இருக்கிற கொசு எல்லாமே வீட்டில் வந்து இருக்கிற பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு குழந்தைங்களுக்கு இதில் ஆஸ்மா, இந்த ஜுரம், அது நாங்கள் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் செல்லுக்கு நாங்கள் போன எங்களுக்கு அவசியமா.
But the DMK-backed candidate N.R. Dhanapalan is confident of a smooth ride. Betting on the freebies and the sizable Christian population, the ruling alliance hopes to tilt the balance. Now the CPIM has a stranglehold over this constituency, as was evident in the last 2 assembly elections. But the problems have been mounting just as the garbage in the dump yard right behind me. So will the DMK be able to wrestle away this constituency from the left? Analysts are divided as they believe that both the contestants are evenly poised. In Chennai, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Now we have a constituency that may be newly formed but rose to stardom all thanks to its high-profile candidates, Kolattur.
If you think this is one of the posh neighborhoods in South Chennai, then you're mistaken. This is Periyar Nagar in Kolattur. Picture perfect, Kolattur is not your typical North Chennai neighborhood. With about 1.98 lakh voters, Kolattur has seen sweeping changes over the last 15 years.
ஆனால் இதுக்கு மேலே ஸ்டாலின் வந்தார்னா அவர் 1000 அளவுக்கு தொகுதியை பண்ண போல இல்லை வேலைச்சேரியை பண்ண போல இது நல்ல முன்னேறதுக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் இருக்குது.
Riding high on these expectations is the DMK's heir apparent M.K. Stalin, who's testing the waters for the first time away from his lucky 1000-light seat, which sent him to the TN Legislative Assembly 4 times. Looks like the 2G ghost has driven away this top gun along with many other heavyweights of the party to the city's northern pocket boroughs this assembly election. Carved out of Purasevakam and Villivakam constituencies, Kolattur is predominantly occupied by the working class. Residents credit the DMK government for inaugurating the Perambur and Loco Works bridge, reducing commuter woes. However, they lament on the slow pace of construction of this subway that connects Villivakam to Kolattur. They also want a solution to the encroachments on the busy Paper Mills Road.
Paper Mills Road, it is too much congested and people find it very difficult to cross the roads. The Paper Mills Road from Retteri up to Perambur has to be widened at least another 15 feet.
This constituency is also the hub of the ornamental fish culture in India. Every fish product that you see in any nook of the country comes from this place. In addition to the 600 fish farms, there are about 100 shops within a 1 kilometer radius. Traders are seeing these elections as a hopeful road to enhanced business opportunities.
Government வந்து டெக்னிக்கலாக ஃபிஷ் ப்ரீடிங் இந்த மாதிரி மீன் வளத்துறை மூலமாக சப்போர்ட் பண்ணலாம். அது மாதிரி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணும்போது நிச்சயமாக இந்த பிஸ்னஸ் இப்போ இருக்க மாதிரி இன்னும் 10 மடங்கு வளர்கிறதுக்கு அதிக வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது.
Although DMK might have been routed out of North Chennai in the 2006 assembly elections, the rapid development of Kolattur in fact has even induced AIDMK heavyweight Saide Dureswamy to lock horns with Stalin. With star power at its peak in Kolattur, this constituency is a must-watch for these elections. Going to the polls for the first time, this crucial North Chennai constituency has the distinction of having the maximum number of votes in Chennai city. Will Kolattur prove to be a safe bet for the prince-in-waiting of the DMK family? Will his credentials as a deputy chief minister and his charisma help him win votes? In Chennai, Lokpriya, NDTV Hindu.
From the Deputy Chief Minister's new constituency to the Chief Minister's old one, what do the residents of Chennai Harbour want? All those coming up on the other side of this very short break.